guys, welcome to this week's video. This week I'm going to be talking about why I enjoy living in France, living in the countryside and having a more slower pace of life, and the lessons I've learned from moving to rural France. There's a quote I once heard that said, "Nothing in nature rushes, but everything is accomplished." And I really feel that that fits well to sort of the way that I live my life now. So before I moved to France, I worked in London. And I always felt like I was rushing around trying to get work done, do my job, commuting. I spent an hour commuting to and from work, and it's a familiar story obviously, but what I really wanted to do is start to enjoy life and look at things around me and kind of just enjoy what I had worked for. And I think often I was working, earning money to go on holiday, but then I would only be on holiday for a week, maybe 2 weeks. And so you kind of wanted to pack everything into your holiday as well. And so you were busy on holiday as well. And you didn't really have, or I didn't feel that I had much time to enjoy and reflect on life itself and enjoy what I had accomplished and what I was getting out of life. The more money I earned, the more things I bought, and you end up sort of realizing that everything is materialism, and you kind of keep buying more stuff, the latest iPhone and gadgets and things like that. But what are you actually achieving by buying all of these bits and pieces? When I first moved to France, it was actually quite a big change and actually quite a big challenge for me. And one of the reasons is that I was rushing around doing my job, and it's actually quite difficult to then step back and start to slow down. It sounds odd, but it was actually quite a challenge. And not having things like shops open 24/7, not having takeaways on my door, things like that actually were quite a struggle because it was so different and such a change. Now we have the time to grow our own vegetables and fruit, and we've got fruit trees and obviously a vegetable patch, and that allows us to cook using fresh ingredients. So I love growing stuff from seeds and watching them grow to the point that you can then pick your own vegetables or whatever you're growing and enjoy them, and watching the seasons, how the seasons change over the year, and actually planning for the seasons as well. So growing vegetables or growing plants that will develop over the seasons, and making sure that you kind of plant them at the right time so that come the summer you've then got your fruit and your vegetables to eat, and then also starting to preserve them as well so that you've got things to eat in the winter. And I find that really comforting but also quite rewarding as well. One thing I really like is actually appreciating the seasons now, because when I was working, I don't think you have time to notice them, they sort of come and go. But when you're living in a rural setting like I am here, you really notice them. You notice the winter and you wrap up warm next to your fire with a cup of tea. And then in the summer you can enjoy the sun and sit outside. But also the bits in between, the springs and the autumn, And you really get to notice it in rural France, which I just don't think I appreciated or noticed in the UK. One of the other things I love living in rural France is it's allowed us to get some chickens, and I've never had chickens before, but they are really relaxing. You can sit all day and just watch the chickens pecking around, getting the seeds off the flowers, off the grasses and things like that, and they're really funny characters. But also every morning I've got to get up and I've got to let them out. And that gives me 5 minutes just to kind of reflect and enjoy and appreciate what we've got. And I really enjoy doing that. So I love living in France. It allows me to really appreciate nature and have the time. Yes, I still have to earn money. We have to live here, we have to eat. We can't grow everything, unfortunately, not yet, but that may be the inspiration for years to come, to be a bit more self-sufficient. But I really do have the time to enjoy and appreciate nature. We try and go for a walk nearly every day, even if it's just around our garden, just to appreciate the flowers and the animals that come here. And I just love, again, sitting down here, enjoying the pond, even sitting here, making this video for you guys to watch. Just to my left, the stream is running and I can hear that trickle of water, and it just is so relaxing. This is why one of the reasons I love the fact that I've moved to rural France, to enjoy these things. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed my video this week. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future videos. And I look forward to sharing some more stuff with you soon. Cheers guys, bye.